And today's training, we're going to emphasize, on the other training, we talked about the different kind of investments you can go into. But today, we're going to take capital appreciation, and we're going to really hammer on capital appreciation. Investment is the only thing that can make you live where you are at and where you are going to. And investment is so important. I know that a lot of people have gone to some investments, they have lost some money, some have gained some money, but the truth is there is no other way to wealth. Investment is still the way. And we have talked about various types of investment in the last class. We've talked about different types, and we narrowed it down to say real estate investment is one of the ways you can actually become financially free. And we talked about land banking, and we talked about the profit you can make in land banking, the various types of land banking. And today we're going to be narrowing down to what capital appreciation is when it comes to land banking. When it comes to land banking has the risk, but then it's still the most profitable real estate. I practically have what to say about land banking. I have kids that are 18. Okay, I have 16. Will be 16 this year. I have 20. Then I have. So what I did for them when they were growing was to buy them piece of lands. Yeah. So I had waited for. So the second one just sold some of her landed property to pay school fees, and that land property it's 15 years. Was sold after 15 years. In short, I didn't really sell it. I reinvested part of the sales then. So some of the landed property that I have gone between 5, 10, 50, and some of them I will leave it for the kids. Why? It's because of the capital appreciation. As long as the land has title documents, and the various title documents that are important is any property that you can give to the bank. So you can have a deed of assignment, you can have contract of sale, you can have governor's consent, and so all these title documents, it has stages. Yeah, it has stages. So you have to, but you cannot have anything until you first of all start by buying. When you buy a piece of property that you want to resell, there are various types of documents that you don't need to put in a lot of effort because you want to resell. If you want to keep, then there are various types of documents. Let's talk about what is the capital appreciation. Capital appreciation is that you bought a land 10 million, after a year 11 million, after 10 years it has become 30 million. I have made 100% capital appreciation. If a land still has the benefit of increasing prices. For Lagos now, if you look at Lekki Phase 1, any land you buy 1 billion naira now, the best you can get maybe after 5 years is like 10% because that place is fully developed. So the capital appreciation is not a lot. But the good thing about that place is that people can quickly buy it. The lands you bought in like Ibeju Lekki, Eleko, Aweaya, Songotedo, you cannot get the buyer today if you want it. No, because it's a land bank. That means future is coming there. So you have to be patient. And that is why when you are buying a landed property, you don't use the money you want to spend tomorrow to buy a land bank. No. It's money that you don't want to just go and buy a bag, buy a shoe, travel unnecessarily, do stupid things. Those are the kind of monies you just keep. You are willing and ready to keep this money for 10 years, 20 years, depends on you. So anybody, maybe like a family member saying, go and sell your property is a very wicked person. Because if you sell it now, your gains for years to come, you have lost it. That's number one. Then number two, another thing that you are losing is you don't have the cash. You might end up putting the money in something you don't want to put the money. That's number two. Number three is you might not get the right value you want to get because you are in a hurry to sell. What you should look at is what is the capital appreciation? Is the place still appreciating? If the place is still appreciating and you are not in debt or somebody did not die, or you don't have sickness, terminal disease that you have to look for money now, then you don't need to sell those kind of properties. Because when do you start selling properties? It's when there is no more capital appreciation, you can start selling. Number two, if you need the money. So let me give you an example of how you can be financially free. If a year I spend like with my church activities, home activities, luxury activities, that's what you want to call it, or with charity activities, I say I spend 1 billion for a year, and I know that I have God help me, I still have 100 years to live. It means that if I have 100 lands, I can be selling one every year. Do you understand, blessing? I can be selling one land every year, because when I sell this land, it's for this year. I still have 99 property. That means if you look at my wealth, I have the wealth that can take care of my life for the next 100 years. It's not when you are still working to eat that you start selling your properties. That's foolishness or rampage. It is when you know that if I sell it, I eat it, I still have. Sometimes I travel with my kids and I say, how do people just use one plot of land to travel? They say, Mommy, because you have 1,000 plots. We will not even finish it. Your generation will not finish. So, why? Because over the years, I was stocking. So, you cannot take from your stock. Or, let's say you want to now move the land to cash flow. It means that you want to buy a house of 1 billion naira that gives you rent of 200 million. That means with your 200 million, you can take care of yourself every year. But if you cannot gather the 200 million together, so what you're going to do is that you're buying land. One day, do not say, all your land is now worth 1 billion. You know, it's okay. Sell all my land and go and buy this house that will give me rent every year. That's when you say. So that is what they call capital appreciation. Capital appreciation are what your land has produced for you over time, and you put all together, and it becomes your wealth that you have today, which is your wealth number. So look at your stock. Take a biro, take a paper, because it's training. Put together how many lands you have, how many properties you have. Do the calculation. Find out if it's enough. If you put all together and you buy a product or a project that gives you cash flow every year, can it take care of you? If it cannot take care of you, you are still very financially poor. So what are you supposed to do? Keep buying, keep increasing. Make sure that you have the number, or go and take my course on wealth number. You should join the Wealth Academy. It's part of the courses I train there. Make sure you have your number. You know your wealth number. I know my wealth number, 2 billion every year. I'm fine. That means I must have property that is worth 10 billion will give you 1 billion. 20 billion will give you 2 billion. So you must have properties that are worth 2 billion in real estate, and you're very sure of 2 billion naira rental every year. And if the devil lies, it should come with his crown of poverty. It cannot come to your lineage. So do a calculation. Ask for the calculator in your wealth number course. Ask for the calculator, wealth number calculator. Calculate all your investments and draw the line. Find out how much your investment is worth. If you turn it to a cash flow today, you want to leave capital appreciation to cash flow. Cash flow means that you want to be collecting rental, and you are not owing like mortgage. Mortgage, you don't own anything. This one, you are not owing anybody. Everything is your money. So the capital, even the renter, is your money. Find out if that cash flow can take care of you. If it can take care of you, that means you are financially free. You don't necessarily need capital appreciation again. But if it has not, you have not gotten to that stage, it means that keep buying, keep building your capital. One day, very soon, you will get to that stage. Thank you for attending this class. I'll see you in the next module. God bless you.